Imagine that spacetime is not a smooth and continuous fabric, as we have always been told, but an invisible network made of tiny memory cells. Every point of the universe, even the most remote one, would be capable of recording everything happening around it, like an eternal quantum diary. Every interaction between particles, every exchange of energy, every microscopic event would leave a trace, not metaphorical, but real, quantifiable, permanently recorded in the very structure of the cosmos. This is the radical vision proposed by a new theoretical model known as the quantum memory matrix, a hypothesis that rewrites the nature of spacetime, transforming it from a mere passive container of events into an active participant, able to retain and return information. And it is not just philosophy. This idea arises to address one of the deepest challenges of contemporary physics, the black hole information paradox. For decades, physicists have wrestled with a question that sounds almost esoteric but is in fact the core of a conflict between the two fundamental theories of the universe: general relativity and quantum mechanics. According to relativity, black holes can evaporate over time through so-called Hawking radiation. But this radiation, at least in its original description, is purely thermal. It emits heat, not memory. Nothing that has been swallowed by a black hole, neither particles, nor information, nor quantum identity, seems to survive evaporation. The problem? Quantum mechanics does not allow it. For it, information cannot vanish. It cannot be erased. That is why the idea that spacetime itself might safeguard information becomes so fascinating. If every point of the universe were also a quantum memory cell, then even what falls into a black hole could leave an imprint, a kind of quantum signature, in the surrounding environment, or in the very fabric of the cosmos. That information, even if not immediately accessible, would not be lost. It would remain there, impressed, waiting to be retrieved. But how could such a mechanism work? The quantum memory matrix model invites us to imagine spacetime as a gigantic lattice, an invisible grid made of minuscule cells, each of Planck scale, the smallest conceivable in physics. Every cell or node of this grid has the capacity to contain a small space of quantum states, a micro-Hilbert space capable of encoding the information it receives. When a particle passes through a region of space or interacts with a field, part of its quantum state is imprinted into those cells. It is as if spacetime records the event, modifying its own state in response. It is not only about absorbing information, but also about preserving it according to the laws of quantum mechanics. In fact, every writing operation in this network occurs unitarily, that is, reversibly. In theory, it would be possible, at least ideally, to reverse the entire process and bring back the initial information. This concept is not entirely alien. In quantum computers, the logic gates that transform quantum states operate in a similar way, maintaining the reversibility of the system. In this sense, spacetime would become a kind of distributed supercomputer, not just a container of events but also a dynamic archive of the universe's history. Such a bold idea inevitably opens the door to new questions. What happens when interactions become chaotic, or when matter collapses into a black hole? Is the information still traceable? And if so, how can it re-emerge? According to this model, even the most extreme conditions, such as the interior of a black hole or the quantum fluctuations in the first instance after the Big Bang, would not destroy information, but would spread it into the surrounding grid of cells. And over time, through deep quantum correlations, that information could reappear in the radiation itself, in the form of subtle but non-random patterns. In other words, what seemed an irreversible loss would turn out to be a hidden transformation. But perhaps the most extraordinary aspect of this vision does not lie only in solving the paradox. It lies in the implication that every fragment of space, everywhere, could potentially contain the entire history of what has passed through it. Every point of the cosmic void, apparently silent and motionless, would actually be a vibrant archive, a mute witness of events. Even the smallest corner of space, even the deepest black hole, would become part of a collective memory of the universe. And this memory, according to the theory, is not static. It is dynamic, constantly updated by every new interaction, able to adapt, evolve, perhaps even to learn. It is spacetime itself, in short, that becomes the guardian of the quantum coherence of the universe. If this vision were correct, then our concept of reality would have to be completely rethought. Space would no longer be a simple three-dimensional void in which things move, but an active, almost organic entity, capable of retaining traces, of organizing information, and perhaps, in a sense, of remembering. This inevitably leads to dizzying questions. Can spacetime's memory influence the present? Are there quantum correlations not yet understood that connect distant events in time and space through this memory network? The universe, instead of being governed only by blind mechanical laws, might possess a form of narrative coherence that emerges from its very ability to remember what has happened. At the heart of this hypothesis lies an even more ambitious idea, that information, and not matter or energy, is the ultimate foundation of reality. If spacetime is a fabric of quantum memory, then every event is, at its core, a variation in the informational state of the universe. Every interaction, every particle collision, every vacuum fluctuation contributes to updating this gigantic data matrix. Time itself, from this perspective, could be seen not as a river that flows, but as a writing process, an incessant updating of the cosmos memory. But what about entropy, the growing disorder, the tendency toward dissipation that seems to govern our universe? Here too, the quantum memory matrix proposes a fascinating reinterpretation. The increase in entropy may not mean a loss of information, but only an increase in the complexity of distributed memory. As in a quantum cryptography system, information does not disappear. It simply becomes harder to extract, more dispersed, more intricate. It is as if the universe were writing its story in an increasingly elaborate language, but without ever destroying a single chapter. This perspective also offers a new key to tackling the great cosmological mysteries. In the first instance after the Big Bang, spacetime was in an extreme, hyper-compressed state, subject to violent quantum fluctuations. If the structure of quantum memory was already active, then it may have recorded fundamental information that still influences the distribution of matter and energy in the cosmos today. Perhaps the famous cosmic microwave background, that fossil radiation permeating the universe, contains only a small part of this deep memory. Perhaps there are older, more hidden signals, yet to be deciphered. And if we broaden our gaze even further, we can reach questions that border on philosophy. Could a universe capable of recording every interaction be considered, in a sense, conscious? Not in the way we understand biological consciousness, but as a structure capable of self-reference, memory, and processing. If every part of space is sensitive to what passes through it and modifies it, and if this sensitivity has future effects, are we not facing a cosmic system endowed with a primitive, yet real, form of distributed intelligence? The quantum memory matrix opens scenarios of enormous scope also for technology. In a future perhaps not so distant, we might learn to interact directly with this network of quantum memory. We might build sensors capable of reading informational traces of spacetime, going beyond the simple measurement of fields and forces. We might even find ways to write information into the very vacuum, opening the door to a new era of communication and storage. Universal memories, resistant to time and space, that do not need physical supports but rely on the quantum structure of the world. Naturally, all this is still in an embryonic phase. The challenges are immense. How can we test the existence of these memory cells? How can we distinguish a quantum imprint from mere noise? How can we build experiments capable of revealing a trace left in the void by an interaction that occurred years, centuries, or eons ago? But the very fact that these questions can be asked tells us how powerful this paradigm is. It is not just a new theory, it is a new way of thinking about the universe. Ultimately, the idea of a quantum memory matrix forces us to reconsider the very meaning of reality, of time, of information. It suggests that everything that happens leaves a mark, and that this mark is never lost. We live in a universe that records, that retains, that remembers. And perhaps, if we learn to correctly read its silences, we will finally be able to hear the hidden echo of the origins. If you have made it this far, it means you love curiosity as much as we do. If you enjoyed this journey, leave a like, write a comment, and subscribe to the channel. It is the best way to support what we do. Your presence truly makes a difference. Until the next exploration.